Welcome to the Bobby Dupre program, presented each Thursday morning at 7 a.m. And of course, my sidekick here, Mr. Matt LeBlanc. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
And we have, I think, a pretty good program. We always think it's pretty good. Hopefully, our friends out there who watch it regularly, and some of them occasionally, and some of them for the first time. Good morning. And I think I forgot to say good morning in my opening. I was thinking of
that brain's always moving.
Well, it's moving, and I was at the last minute asking you if you had our sponsors ready. The program plays on the cable services at 7 a.m. on Thursday morning, and it replays in its entirety on Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m., which has a large viewing audience. At that time. It seems to be a good time. Football games are just about ended up on Sunday during football season. NASCAR still got some more to go, so you can get away from it. As long as you're there for the last 25 laps, you're pretty good. Kind of like football, if you can watch the last 2 minutes of a good tight football game, it's decided in the last few minutes.
You mean the last 2 minutes real time or the last 2 minutes football time?
Football time.
Okay.
Football time. Yeah, no.
That's different. That's
yeah.
What, an hour and a half?
Yeah. Well, it can be. A lot of timeouts can take place. But anyhow, good morning. Hope you're having a good morning or a good Sunday afternoon, or for that matter, those of you watching it on your, I guess, internet device, any internet device. You can pick it up anytime after the first program. Give it an hour or so. It's out there in the cloud.
In the cloud.
In the cloud. Okay, I'm starting to learn a few new words here.
You use the cloud more than you think.
The old boy from Plaisance trying to learn a little bit anyhow. Just at least carry on a halfway decent conversation. But we have some sponsors who make all of this foolishness and good things that we try to bring to you. Only good things. It's been good news 38, 39 years now. And we hope to continue that. And when we can't continue it, when we can't find good news for an hour a week, I'm quitting.
Right, yeah, then that would be a bad
And I don't
thing.
think I'll have to quit because of that reason.
No, I think we're doing all right.
LHC Group, okay, let's hear a little bit about them.
Sure, let's talk about Louisiana Healthcare Group. And I'm going to read something from their website here. This is a write-up on their website. It says, at LHC Group, we're dedicated to improving the lives of our patients. Whether you're someone you love is recovering from an illness at home, requiring special treatment at one of our long-term acute care facilities, or in need of hospice care at the end of life, you can count on our attentive and compassionate professionals to deliver high-quality care. That says it all right there. It's
that
all
started
about
over a
helping
cup
people.
of coffee on a Saturday morning
That's
in Palmetto, Louisiana, and look where they are today, 30-plus states across the United States.
I was just looking at their recent news, and they just did a partnership in Missouri. Was the latest partnership that they've done. So I mean, they're all over the place.
They're all over.
Traded on the stock exchange, and
it's
Keith and
done
Ginger
real
have
good lately too.
Yeah,
It's in the
absolutely.
$30. Started out at $14 a share.
Yeah, I remember when they started too. I told
we were
told
talking
old Peter
about
Strowitz, I said I want to get in on that IPO, and I didn't get in on it. And I regret that to this day.
Yep.
But
that's okay.
LHC Group, visit them at lhcgroup.com. Let's also talk about Dixie Storage. Dixie Storage, locations in Port Barre, Opelousas, and Washington. Any kind of storage you need, be it commercial, industrial, personalized, just small storage, large storage. They've got rail spur access.
Huge warehouses. Exactly. You can lease the whole thing, you lease a portion of it. Whatever your need is at the time, Joey and his staff over at Dixie Storage can assist you.
That's right.
And of course, let's not forget
A-plus glass, and
glass,
also Dixie One Trucking. Their logistics.
Very large, dependable company.
Yeah, I didn't know that they started in 1946, and it looks like A-plus, they started from the small glass shop. Yeah, so that's where they got their
Randolph was passing through Opelousas. So, as the saying goes, Mr. Randolph McCormick, the founder, was passing through town, enjoyed himself. They happened to be having a parade, and knowing Randolph like I knew him, it makes for a good story, and it was probably mostly correct. and didn't have anything, but they needed a glass company, and he opened the glass, Dixie Glass. Back, you say, in 1946. That's a long time ago. Wonderful man, had great vision. We literally had no commercial storage available in St. Landry Parish, and now you said
filled a void.
They have over 1 million square feet.
Over 1 million square feet
Of
combined.
Combined. That's wonderful.
That
Wonderful.
is.
It's a testament to the man's foresight of what is capable, even when you're in a small community like
That's right.
Opelousas, St. Landry Parish.
If you want to find out more, visit them at dixiestorage.com. You'll find out all the information you need right there.
We have several death notices to talk about, but one of them pertains to also a state championship that was won in Class 1A girls basketball from North Central, our basketball, our high school, North Central High School.
There's a picture.
There's a picture of it right there. The girls celebrating their victory. They defeated. It's a Vermilion Catholic.
Vermilion Catholic,
54-50 in Burton Coliseum last Saturday afternoon. And there's a little story to add to that, which I want to give these young ladies a heck of a thumbs up. They played hard. They played hard all year long, and they made a promise to that coach, particularly in that final game, because Coach Vanessa Taylor, who was Belson, her father had died on the Friday, and the girls were playing on the Saturday. And they dedicated that game to Coach Vanessa and her family. And they came through with a 54-50 victory. And of course, Mr. Dalton Belson Jr. Was a 6-term elected Sunset alderman. There's a picture of him right there. A man who in later years devoted just about, you could call it his full time. He was retired, and he worked on positive things for the community, and Sunset has done very, very well. They've done a good job of getting a lot of grants that were available. They're taking advantage of it over there in Sunset. And the present Mayor James said that he was a mentor. Mr. Dalton Belson was a mentor to not only him, but to anyone that ever came in contact. He would take his time and explain things about how he felt something could work out if they worked as a team, always working as a team. And of course, Coach Vanessa Taylor, his daughter, of course, works as a team.
Absolutely.
That's part of being a successful business person or coach, whatever it is, work as a team. Let's shake hands and let's work as a team. Work as a team. That's what we shake hands just about we get started as a team here, working to try to bring you. But so our, of course, sympathies go out to the Belson family and Coach Taylor, but also congratulations on the big victory. It's their first title that they won on a statewide basis, and Coach probably has some ideas of coming right back next year and doing the same thing. She has done an outstanding job since she's coaching these youngsters. And a person that I knew very well, and I had planned on attending not the funeral itself, but the wake, visiting with the family this past Monday morning. But I was called out Sunday night around 9 o'clock. I got a message that I needed to be in Lake Charles for a state boxing commission meeting at 8 o'clock. So I had to get up around 4:15 or 4:30, whatever. I had set my alarm, and get ready and drive over. And I made it without speeding, 72 miles an hour maybe, but that's not.
But on I-10,
on
that's
I-10,
not much speed.
No, they're passing you
I'm
up.
sure they're passing you up
They're
quick.
passing you up quick, but I just felt that the timing was just right, and the traffic was moving smooth. I was going to go and visit with the family of James Lonclo, age 76, who had died, and person that, of course, I grew up with. We, a little small town of Opelousas, we all grew up. And at one time, he served as the state president of the Quarter Horse Breeders Association.
Oh.
So he was a racehorse fan, quarter horses. And his wife, of course, Miss Anita, took such good loving care of him in his last couple of years. He had dementia, and just she took him by his hand, and they went everywhere together. And I don't know, just the love, you could see it. And so, Anita, I apologize for not being able to be there with you and your family, but my very deepest sympathy. If anything I can do, please allow me to do it. Also saw where Miss Wanda Hidalgo died. Wanda's funeral will be today, Thursday, at 10 a.m. in the Lafon Ordwine Funeral Home parlor. Of course, she was age 78, my age, native of Prairie-Ronde. We all grew up, Prairie-Ronde, Plaisance, Opelousas, all grew up together. I knew her husband, who she was married to for 51 years, Robert Hidalgo, and he had the pickup service of your garbage commercial.
Okay.
And did that for many, many years, along with one of his family members. They have several children, and of course her brother is the person that I knew the best, I guess, out of all of these, was Glenn Leger and his wife Lillian.
Okay.
Glenn Leger, real estate
Sure.
owner of various pieces of properties, and I guess now he's a retired school bus driver. So I knew the family, the Wanda's family, very, very well. Our deepest sympathies there. And I noticed the company that furnishes us our coffee for our Santa breakfast every December, Community Coffee. They're one of the owners, and of course their leader for many, many years, Henry Norman Sausage III. He guided Community Coffee into a major brand and a highly successful fifth generation family company. Died at age 77, a young person. He was diagnosed in 2014, January, just a little over a year ago, with Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. And they, of course, are known throughout the world now for their coffee. They ship coffee throughout the world. And of course, they also have the Keurig coffee in different style, taste buds, however you describe that. But
well, they've got a designer line of coffee.
Right. Okay. Now you helping me out.
Also
there you
with
go.
the CC's too. They've got
CC's coffee. Yes, that's growing. They're continuing to grow that brand, and very civic-minded, very community-minded.
Yes, they are.
They do a tremendous job in the Baton Rouge area. I think possibly they have some connections maybe to Point Capee Parish also. But anyhow, we certainly want to offer our sympathies to the family of workers. They have a tremendous group of people who, once they go there, it looks like they're there for the end of their career.
I've seen the same faces over and over, year after year, at the Santa breakfast.
Yeah, that's correct. There you go. And a person who died, I just saw that in today's newspaper, was Gardu, better known as Shorty Hebert, age 87. He, of course, was from the Opelousas area. I knew Mr. Shorty for a long, long time. His wife, I think, died before him. He's preceded in death by his mother and his father, and his brothers, half-brothers, Simon and Darrell Hebert. I don't see here, maybe he wasn't married any longer. I'm not sure. But anyhow, my very deepest of a fun-loving guy. In fact, it states here that he loved to dance. And of course, with dancing, he got to talk to a lot of people. And another person who died a few days ago, back in February the 27th, I read about it over the weekend, I guess it was. And I'm speaking of Greg, better known as Tubby Fontenot, a young man, and age 52. And I knew him primarily through his mother, Miss Roberta. You heard me say Miss Roberta Dago Fontenot. She worked for our company, of course, for many, many years. And Tubby, at one time, had a restaurant in Opelousas, and he served the meals to the Opelousas City Jail clients. We'll just say clients.
There you go.
So my deepest sympathies to their family, the Greg Tubby Fontenot family.
All right. Well, we're going to have to take a quick little break right here, and when we come back, we'll get to some more news.
Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, along with my sidekick here, Mr. Matt LeBlanc. And we're going to go into, first of all, we'll take care of our two sponsors for this quarter.
Let's talk about Carl's Thrifty Way. You can visit Carl's Thrifty Way in Opelousas for all your pharmaceutical needs, get all your prescriptions filled, and of course, you know, very knowledgeable staff. And Carl's is one of the only pharmacies that still does compounding. So Carl, you know, if you have any compounding needs, you can get them done there. Carl's Thrifty Way also has the gift shop. Phenomenal gifts there. They've got jewelry, they've got purses, the flip-flops, candles.
And they kind of specialize in seasonal also.
Well, sure. They make it very seasonal. It's a great place to find a gift for anybody you're looking for. I mean, they range from kids all the way up to...
That's right. That's
absolutely
correct.
So visit them over at Carl's Thrifty Way in Opelousas.
And they're accepting new customers also.
Oh, absolutely.
Accepting new customers.
Absolutely.
They advertise that.
Visit them on Highway 182 in Opelousas. That's South Union. Let's also talk about Targill. Let me find there. I think there we go. Targill seasoning, butcher supplies, cutlery, kitchen supplies. Located right there in Opelousas, but Targill does stuff that you see all over the state.
Can I make a
sure, absolutely.
Add in? Keith Nazat, one of our sales rep. Well, he is the sales rep for
Targill.
Targill's representative, and he visited there, and Ted Bellard, the owner, took him around and showed him all the new equipment that they're installing or just have recently installed to further mechanize and upgrade Ted's cutting edge. You know, that's just Ted. That's how he's going to be. And Ted has also suggested that maybe you and I could go and take a look and take a few pictures to show some of this new equipment. And all of this is to stay up and get ahead of the competition. And they're going to be on the cutting edge. And he has now taken in that whole block plus a portion of the next block. And
I've been there. It's
huge.
It's an impressive operation. I mean, to see all of this, all of this seasoning getting packaged and getting mixed, and it's an absolutely incredible operation. It's a lot bigger than you would actually imagine. But when you walk in the front door, of course, you've got all your your cutlery, your kitchen supplies, baking supplies.
Exactly.
It's a walk-in. You can go in there.
That's basically what, when he bought Targill, they might have been mixing a few, but it was almost by hand. A bucket here and a bucket there, and this, and shaking it all up. And now, just think of it 25 years later. Look at the progress they have made.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we're proud that we are able to be one of the companies that advertise for such a outgoing company, and very good to the local community, very charitable and all. And that's a trait of the Bellard family. The Bellard Poultry, the Two Mamas fried chicken places in Opelousas, that's owned by his sisters, and of course Tim manages the Bellard Poultry. So very aggressive family, Mr.
Good people.
Yeah, Mr. AC, Mr. AC. he's something else.
Yeah, good people. Visit them at targill.com and find out more about their 4th annual Spiced Up Cake Competition. That's you can get some information about that right there.
Okay, let's take maybe a few pictures.
Sure.
What comes up first?
Let's see. I got you over.
Okay,
We'll save
that's
that other
one of our.
well, we're gonna
back it
save
up.
that one for the next. Well, we can do that now. That's
yeah,
fun.
we'll
Sure.
take care. We'll talk about the Steamboat Warehouse. Last must have been Wednesday or Thursday night. Blue Bunal on the left. And Noel Bunal on the right. That on the left is the father, and on the right is the son, and I'm in the middle. And we went over to have a delicious dinner. And then if you roll the picture, there should be a young lady in here. There you are. That's Blue, and that's Crystal, and Crystal is the girlfriend of Noel. Noel's girlfriend, Crystal. Okay. And they make a real nice couple, and she fits right on into fishing and hunting, and she's also in the insurance business, so she fits into the groove real good. Thank you all for passing by and picking me up and having a good, delicious meal at the Steamboat Warehouse.
Don't forget to visit them at the Steamboat Warehouse.
Crystal's first visit, and she said it's unique.
It is very unique. That's the best way to describe it. It's unique, but it's unique in a very good way. You can have unique good and you can have unique bad, but the Steamboat
building
Warehouse
was completed in 1830, I think is what it says there.
And restored in 77.
1977.
And they've got a lot of old pictures, too, from when they had the flood and, you know, what was the flood of 1927? 27. Yeah, you remember that, huh?
Yeah, y'all remember that. Well, I was born 10 years later, 37.
You know,
so
I heard stories about that, though.
Yeah,
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
but flood of 1927, the whole steamboat was underwater, and they have pictures of that, and they have some of the old nails that, you know, some of the stuff that they unearthed when they were restoring the building. It's really, really interesting. So go see them at Steamboat Warehouse. Chef Jason Hugay will treat you to a dinner that you just will not believe. Absolutely incredible.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
The
And
next
we've got
picture
another
might
one
be
right here.
right here. This is the following morning. We're at the Evangeline Downs Hotel. And on the right is Pat Norris, who I've known for a long time. Next to him is Aaron. And in the middle would be in the dark colored sweater jacket is Kim. Yep, Kim. And all the way on the left is Kathy. Now, all of these folks here work for National General Insurance Company, who has purchased the outstanding stock of Imperial Fine Casualty.
Oh.
And it is our understanding that they're going to continue using the Opelousas office as one of its service companies, offices, for Louisiana and hopefully a couple of the other southern states. National General Insurance Company has a large service office in Cleveland, Ohio, and Aaron and Kathy work there, and Kim works out of their South Carolina office. The Cleveland office has 600 employees working there in various, they own a number of different insurance companies, and they basically write every coverage that is available out there. So hopefully this is going to be a good event that took place here for the growth of Imperial and its subsidiaries, ABC Insurance Agency.
Sure.
So really good. And these employees, they love their job, and that's the first step that makes for a well-operated, a well-run company. You have to like your work.
Absolutely.
And they like their jobs, and I guess they are enumerated properly to help them, encourage them.
Look at that.
Okay, and there's a duck in the water there. There's that duck. You see the duck?
I sure do. He's in there.
Yeah, he's in there.
In the center.
And then if you show the duck house,
let's see, where's the duck house? Let me find that. There it is right there.
There it is right there. And there's a bluebird sitting up on the top of it if you
That or a
look.
small blue duck.
No, it'd be too small. And then there's a cat.
There's a cat waiting on that bluebird.
Look, scrounging around trying to get to a fish or something
He's
that
waiting
might
on
be
that
on
bluebird.
land. Yeah, well, probably what they're looking for, you're right. And there's a duck in the water right there. They're in that cage there. I can hear them at night, and happened to get out early. I went out there to get a picture, and sorry I didn't get, there were about 6 of them, but I only could catch 2 of them. There's actually 2 of them in that picture.
I'm sure the ducks don't
So
mind.
anyhow, just showing you some of my yard. That's my front side yard, I guess. And I've got another nice larger pond in the back of my property.
There you go. And
I like
a
to say
picture
that
here.
God has been real good to this little boy from Plaisance, Louisiana.
Sure.
And this is the home that Kerry Daigle was raised in when he's always
Bobby,
talking
look at
about
that.
Momo and Pawpaw.
Uh-huh.
Daigle. He was raised a part of his young, growing up years. His grandma and grandpa on that little side street you see right there, across the railroad track, you take a left and you go down about 3 blocks. That's where Adelaide and I lived for quite a number of years, along with a lot of our friends on Wayne Street. And anyhow, this was last Friday night. Ladrika Theory, who is a state representative in St. Landry Parish, made her formal announcement that she is going to seek the position presently held by Albert Lee Gilroy, all the way on the right. Look at him. He's dressed like a cowboy. You never know what to expect.
I tell you,
when
it's
you
always
see
a
Albert.
treat. Yeah, always a treat to see how he's dressed.
He's a classy dresser.
Yep.
And he was in attendance at this function, and now she's running for the seat that he's going to not seek office for, the 24th District State Senator. She's moving up there and takes in most of St. Landry Parish and a portion of the city of Lafayette and also that Bro Bridge area. So quite a large area. Says she's been working tirelessly, lining up support and getting well known. On the left is Cobb Bellard. Next Cobb is a newly elected city councilman, Marvin Richard. And next to him in the center, of course, is our newly elected Opelousas mayor, Reggie Tatum. And the gentleman on the right, I'm pretty sure that's Percy Jordan, but if not, I apologize. And of course, on the right is present State Senator Albert Lee Gilroy, who has announced that he's going to seek the office of Lieutenant Governor for the state of Louisiana. And then Reggie got his better half show up, Miss Kathy. And of course, Miss Kathy works here at Delta Media.
right,
She
sure
worked
does.
for us at KDCG in Opelousas, and then when we sold to Delta Media, they brought her right over here, and she does a great job.
Absolutely. I got a great compliment on Kathy in an email the other day that said if we could bottle up Kathy's personality and sell it, we'd all be rich.
Aha, that's a good one, and it's true. And there's Running with Theory, and I tell you what, I'm happy to see
Good.
Ladrika run for the position. She's going to give it her all.
That's
Good
right.
luck to her. And of course, I know the gentleman who is running also, Mr. Gerald Boudreau, who I don't think he's ever sought a political office in the past. He has been Parks and Recreation Director for the parish of Lafayette for many, many years, the city of Lafayette. And I've got to know him through our boxing reunions where we honored our former state champions in Louisiana. He brought the proclamation over, so he must be a highly respected person, and look forward to get to know more about him.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break right now, and when we come back, we'll show a couple of more pictures.
Welcome back to the third quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show. We do it in 4 quarters, and when we get to that fourth quarter, boy, we speed it up a whole lot because we
got a lot left to talk about.
We've taken our time so far, and we have a lot of material. It's not that we're going to run out of material.
No, we won't.
But I like to cover what we can, get into a little bit of details and all, and it does take a little time, but we only going to say some good things. The bad things, we leave that all alone to other people, other medias to take care of that. But you have a couple of good sponsors you'd like to speak about?
Absolutely.
You want to talk about the pig?
Let's talk about Piggly Wiggly. Go see them over at Piggly Wiggly, 2 locations in Opelousas. You got one on the north side, one on the south side, and you can also see them in Simmsport. Let me pull up their location information right there. There you go. And they are having some great sales all the time. Yeah, right now you can get assorted pork chops.
Day.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day savings. Sanderson Farms whole fries for 99 cents a pound. Shrimp, of course, shrimp real big during the Lenten season. You can get the head off shrimp, a 51 60 count, 4-pound package for $19.99. That's a great price.
That'll make you a good.
I'm gonna have to go get some tomorrow. Well, tomorrow, absolutely.
Yeah.
I did the same thing last week. Deep South smoked sausage, 56-ounce package for $4.99. The price isn't the list. It just goes on and on. It's a great store. You get great value, great savings. There's a ton of stuff to choose from. Fresh produce, and the meat is cut fresh daily. So go see them over at the 2 locations in Opelousas or the one in Simmsport. And the website is gotothepig.com.
Good.
Yep. Check them out there.
I'll check them out on my computer.
There you go. Well, your computer, your iPhone, your
iPhone,
iPad,
I could
whatever.
do it. I've got Google on there. I've never used it, but it's somebody loaded it in there. I guess that was either Vicky or Vicky with the help of Mr. Andrew back in the day.
There you go. I do want to mention this too while I have a minute right here. The annual St. Hubert Rabbit Cook-Off is going to be held this Saturday, the 14th. At Willie's Campground, and Dr. Kerry Thibodeau puts that on every year.
That's long-standing. That's many, many years now.
Absolutely. It's going to benefit the Farzana Posner Scholarship Fund, and there's going to be a live auction that's going to benefit the Lighthouse Mission. The live auction begins at 3. It's a rabbit cook-off, basically. So traditional brown rabbit gravy is what's going to be cooking. And so some good stuff. Absolutely. There's going to be some great stuff. So supplies, cooking stations, you got to provide that yourselves, but the entry fee is only $50, and prizes, there's first place through 5th place. There's going to be BB gun contest, face painting, and of course Dr. Kerry Thibodeau's band is going to be playing.
The Hurricanes.
And they're also going to have a DJ. If you want to get more information for this, once again, that's this Saturday, call Meredith Burley at 948-4362.
And that's a real good cause. This St. Hubert's was the patron saint for the hunters, and that's why they use that particular name.
And they're cooking rabbit, which is wild game. So.
Yep, and I have a medal that he gave me many years ago, and I have never taken it off my neck except for going through various hospital stays or something like that, which I've had very few since I have this. Maybe this is giving me some additional protection, as well as my St. Christopher medal that I wear all the time.
Absolutely. Well, good for you.
Yep.
That's good to have. Also, I got an email. Well, you got an email from Alex DePaul Lee. He is going to be hosting a it's a genealogical event, or a genealogical presentation hosted by Bryant Booby Fugile. If y'all know Bryant, I went to school with Bryant. I graduated with him. Great guy, really good guy. But admission 12 and under is free. Kids 13 to 17, $10 to $20 for adults, and they're going to be serving gumbo and refreshments. But basically, it is a fundraising event, and it's going to be to preserve the history of St. Landry Parish. And it's going to be 7 years of extensive research on the parish of St. Landry. It's going to connect long-lost family members through events from the Spanish and French acquisitions of Lower Louisiana, the Louisiana Purchase, Civil War, and subsequent Emancipation Proclamation. It's going to be at the IFBS Lodge in Prairie La Ronde. And if you want to find out more information on that,
contact. When is it?
That is on the 21st of March.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's a few days. Yeah, we're the 11th. The program is going to be, what, on the 12th?
Right.
Thursday is the 12th, so
Exactly.
about a week. Okay,
Give them a
good.
call at 409-466-8407 for more information
Might
on
be
that.
interested in attending that. Now, are you want to talk about this right now? Or?
Let me just get this one real quick, because this
Okay.
is just a who, what, when, where. Don't forget the Chamber of Commerce, the St. Landry Parish Chamber of Commerce Awards Banquet is coming up. It is going to be on March 19th at Evangeline Downs.
That's soon.
That's
That's
very
next
soon.
week.
Yeah, that's
probably
next week.
Thursday.
So we'll talk about it again next week, but they've announced the MC. The
Thursday.
MC, that's right. The MC is going to be
Ian.
Ian Ozan, that's correct. Ian Ozan will be the MC for the event, and this year's theme is celebrating the pulse of St. Landry. Tickets are $30. You got to get them in advance. They won't be available at the door.
Real good event.
Absolutely.
I try to attend those every time I get a possible chance. It's real fun. You're going to meet a lot of your friends, and it's a good opportunity to make new friends.
Great networking opportunity. For more information, give them a call at 337-942-2683.
Okay, we have a couple more pictures.
Sure. Let's bring those up right here. Let's see where we left off. It looks like, is that the Palace?
Yep, that's the Palace. That was on the 7th, last Saturday. Palace Cafe gets another little mention here. And the young lady on the left is Robin Jackson. And on the right is Louis Sassaw. And met them real nice. That smile that they both have is just as friendly. Local Opelousas residents, and real nice young couple. I enjoyed my visit, and if I remember correctly, I think I picked up that breakfast tab. And
That was nice of you.
well, yeah, you know, you want to encourage these young people that you know, that talk to you and all of that.
Sure.
I like to pick up their bill. Now, we were checking out of the Le Berge Hotel in Lake Charles yesterday, and you can see where it was rainy and cold, windy. And this is Pat McGinty on the right, and on the left is Addie Fields. Pat is a member of the State Boxing Association, Boxing and Wrestling, I might add, Association,
That's right.
and Addie is our secretary for the association. She takes the notes and gets all of our memos and mail outs and takes care of all of our business transactions. They out of the Metairie area. And I've known Pat for a long time. He's told me to be sure to tell Bunall hello. Remember I showed Blue and his son early on the picture. They all know each other well. You know, Metairie, you think it's a big city, but they all know each other. They went to school together, they went to college together, they worked next door to each other. Anyhow, nice to see them. And
the
this
last one there.
is Clifford. Clifford was bringing my luggage out, but what I remembered about Clifford was I checked in on Monday morning. You remember I mentioned I had to leave real early because the meeting started at 8. Well, my room wasn't prepared yet, so I had to check my luggage in. And I checked it in with Clifford. And that afternoon, after our meeting around 5:30, I went back to secure my luggage. And he says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Dupre. How was y'all's meeting?" I said, "You remember my name?" Well, he says, "Yes, sir, I sure did." And, you know, that's kind of the way they train in these type of, you know, upscale hotels, casinos. They give you the feel good rub on you. They train, but Clifford goes a step further. That was outstanding, and he got a good little tip for that, too. Anyhow, Clifford, good morning to you, young man.
There we go.
And
all your pictures.
that's all pictures.
That's all your
Well,
pictures. You were
okay.
late this week.
Yeah, but
You weren't trigger happy with your finger on that
camera. Boxing winner, the Backstreet Boxing Club went to Rain this past week, and they won several of the bouts were won by that team, and of course the Backstreet Boxing If I'm not mistaken,
That's Mississippi,
that's
isn't
no, that's Lafayette. Oh shoot, I'll think of his name. He was a former national
that's
Golden
that's
Glove.
Reggie.
Not Reggie.
That's not Reggie.
Anyhow, hopefully it'll come back
LeBlanc.
to him. Shelton LeBlanc.
Shelton.
LeBlanc.
Confusing Reggie and Shelton.
I think that's his team.
I pass by them every day on my way home, and he has got all kinds of kids out there working out and hitting the bag and running up and down the road. Very, very impressive operation.
Yes, sir, and taking care of these youngsters, like our coaches. Darryl Wheeler is one of the coaches of the Opelousas team.
From Lawtell.
And they have a nice article probably today in Wednesday's newspaper in the Daily World where Antoine Hill has left the amateur boxing ring as 78 pounds of perfection. In that short period of time, Darryl has already got him to where he's won the 2 bouts that he's faced. He went to, I guess, to the Reign. Yeah, he went to Reign last week, and I think this week he's going to pass up going to New Orleans, and he's going to get real heavy into training these youngsters that he has to get them prepared for the state boxing tournament that'll take place on the 27th, 28th, and 29th of March, in a couple of weeks from now, right here in Lafayette at Hotel Acadiana. So it's good to see the boxing club. If you need any information at all, please contact Darryl Wheeler at Opelousas City Police. He's a city policeman. His brother is also one of the coaches, as well as one, I think it's Mark Simeon is the other. It's 3 young police officers who all have boxing experience of their own. Darryl went to the Olympics.
Yes, sure did.
So anyhow, good news to get some kids occupied, not off the streets. These kids probably never were on that street, but it's to encourage them to continue going and learning some good life skills.
That's a great life discipline too.
Life discipline is correct. One other person who we can talk about in a death, I don't know him personally, but the first federal marshal to be killed while on duty occurred in Baton Rouge, and I think that was yesterday, Tuesday. The federal marshals were attempting to serve papers. He had been, I think, indicted, this young man, Crooms, and he was indicted. He's accused of murdering 2 members of a family. I think they maybe all knew each other at one point, but anyhow, they knew he was dangerous when they went to serve the papers, but apparently he had a weapon on him, and he shot and killed a federal official. And they're going to come down pretty hard on him.
And they should.
And they should. We always say that all the time. When you put that badge on, you putting your life out there, because you never know. This particular person, they knew he had some danger background. He had a dangerous background. But a lot of times they don't know who they getting ready to
routine traffic stop.
Routine traffic stop. You read about it
all the time.
every year. But so anyhow, to all of you who wear the badge, thank you from all of us. You are more appreciated than we probably ever let you personally know. Thanks. Welcome back to the 4th quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, along with my sidekick, Mr. Matt LeBlanc. And we have any more of our good, we have 2 more.
Yeah, we got 2 more sponsors we can talk
Quarters
about.
in St. Andrew Homestead.
That's right. Let's start off by talking about Quarters Casino or Quarters Travel Plaza and Casino. Located just north of Opelousas. Got good Chevron fuel. They've got Hunt Brothers Pizza there. El Pico de Gallo Mexican restaurant, authentic Mexican restaurant. They've got a Subway there. Absolutely. I mean, everything you want in a travel plaza. Right there north of Opelousas. Very, very nice place. Very well kept. tons of machines you can play on. So while you're there, you know, you can go there for the gas or you can go there for the machines.
That's right.
Either way, it's a great place, and make sure you check out El Pico de Gallo Mexican Restaurant. Very, very, very good food, authentic Mexican.
And they're licensed as a CAT approved weight scale.
CAT approved weight scale. Absolutely.
That's
So
two
for
of
all
our
the truckers.
customers, the only two scales that I know of near Opelousas are both some of our sponsors on our program.
Sure thing. Yeah, those Dixie Storage.
Dixie Storage,
was the other.
and then now the Quarters.
Absolutely. And let's talk about St. Landry Homestead. Our good friend Kip over there, and I'm on their webpage right here, which is stlandryhomestead.com. Personal banking, business banking, e-banking, any kind of loans, you know, also credit cards.
Yeah.
You can get a credit card through them. And I see a picture right here on the front page with ATMs now in Opelousas on lane 3 and Eunice on lane 1. So they've got the ATMs in the drive-through. You don't even have to get down to use the ATM. That's nice.
I like that.
I like that
I like
too.
that. You stay close to your car that
I
way.
like that too, because ATMs, personally, you know, when I go through the drive-through for banking, I much rather go to the ATM because I can get in and out a lot quicker, but I always got to park and walk to it. So got it in the drive-through. That's just so convenient. And there's no ATM fee for Homestead debit card customers.
Okay, how
Yeah,
about
well, that's really good. Yeah. So visit them, stlandryhomestead.com. Locations in Opelousas, Eunice, Port Barry, and yeah, and a new location coming soon in Eunice from what I understand. I'm sorry, in Port Barry. From what I understand, there it's already a new location in Eunice.
Right.
So always on the
got
move.
that one under control. That's take care of our sponsors for the day, right?
That takes care of
Great,
them.
and we want to thank them very, very
Absolutely.
much. And we ask our good friends that are viewing the program to consider the services offered. Anytime you can assist them, it would certainly help make sure that the Bobby Dupre Show stays on and stays on free of charge. On Evangeline Downs is holding a large horse sale this coming Monday, March 16th, beginning at 10 a.m. in the event center. It's going to be, you sit inside, air conditioning if it's warm, a heater if it's cold. And the horses, it's the sale surrounding the Stars of Tomorrow. It's 2-year-olds in training sale, and it's presented in conjunction with the Breeders' Sales Company of Louisiana, and it's managed by Stemmons Incorporated, and that's Don Stemmons and his daughter Charlotte Stemmons Clavier. And they're going to have a preview cocktail party Saturday, March 14th. That's this Saturday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the Silks Clubhouse and upstairs in Evangeline Downs. And they're going to be working the horses out starting, Wednesday. So actually when we're talking to you Thursday morning, the horses are working out at the track, so you can go out there and watch how they gallop and how they move and how well advanced they are in their training schedule and all of that. Because some of these horses, when you buy them as a 2-year-old in training, within a month or two, they need to be at the races, because Evangeline Down opens April the 8th, so a couple more weeks, fairgrounds will be closing down. And talking about the fairgrounds just for a moment, for the rest of the season, it started last week till the 30th, I think is the last day of racing for the fairgrounds for this particular race season. And they've boosted all of their purses another 10%. So real nice purses. I just got a text from my trainer, Carl DeVille. I'm in Fashion will be running Saturday, and hopefully Spirit of a Cat will get in on Sunday. So you know where I'll probably be for the weekend. I haven't been in about 6 weeks now, so I need to go and visit and pass a good time, and go in the motorhome and park on that back area and go into that little community that surrounds the backside of the racetrack. It's real nice restaurants. They got a beautiful Catholic church. All of it's walking distance to where I park the motorhome.
Nice, nice. I got a question for you though. Something that's always bugged me. Who comes up with the names for these horses?
We do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Name that on your own?
Yeah. Now, some of these horses here, I didn't name them, you know, but the group named them, or the person I bought them from named them, like Spirit of a Cat.
That's why would you come up with that?
That's my friend Jim Demmel named it that. I don't know why he named it that, but Spirit of a Cat seems to be good because people remember the name.
Because they got some pretty creative names.
Oh,
in
no,
horse
really,
racing.
really creative.
It's almost as creative as the names you see on boats. You know?
Well, and then one of them that I bought two from Jim Demmel last year, and one of them is 10 with a 2. So I called him on that one. People said, what's 10 with the 2? It's one of the country western music songs.
Oh, she's a 10 at 2 and a 2 at 10? I know that one.
Yep, he went to bed with a 10 and woke up with a 2.
Yeah.
I think is what how the song goes.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that was who you?
I'm not sure. I've always heard it as she was a 2 at 10 and a 10 at 2, meaning
Okay,
the longer you go in the night, the better she starts looking.
Okay, all right, okay. The other way,
Yeah.
it's not quite as bad. But anyhow, and while we're talking about the horse racing and all, we have our, I guess he called Vice President, Executive Director of the HBPA, which is the Horsemen's Benevolent Protective Association, of which I'm happy to be representing the horsemen here in Louisiana and across the world for that matter, because you can vote. If you run a horse in Louisiana, you can vote in this particular election.
Okay.
Keith G., who is an attorney, was named, I guess it's close to 3 years now, time flies, a native of New Orleans, came down with a bout of cancer. And I have a message left on my phone last night by Ed Fanassi that Keith was maybe rushed to the local hospital there in New Orleans. So what I'm asking, a lot of you know Keith, or you're just interested in and believe in prayers when we ask you to pray, please keep this young man in your prayers. A real likable young fella, was doing a nice job, good job for our horsemen and all of the people who deal with the horse industry. It covers a lot of people.
Sure does.
Billions of dollars of money when you start talking about all the show horses and everything else. But anyhow, Keith G., keep him in your prayers, please. And again, Monday, March 16th, that is this coming Monday, beginning at 10 a.m. And if you've never been to a horse sale, there's no charge to get in. You're in comfortable, secure setting inside of the event center. Come by and watch it all take place. It's a lot of fun. It's some beautiful young animals that are all shined up and decked out for a sale.
I've been to one. It's impressive. I need to go to this one. My daughter wants a Shetland pony. You think I could find one there?
No, but maybe somebody there will know where you can get one. How about that? I asked you earlier about guns and pistols, and you said your father is more up on that
I
than
grew
yourself.
up with them, yeah.
I have a few at my house, in my car, and things like that are legal. Homeowner charged in suspect's shooting, the right to defend yourself. Stand your guard law requires making a case for self-defense. We do have a stand your guard policy law here in Louisiana, but you have to be very careful. You have to be, as I interpret it, the easiest way is you have to feel that your life is threatened,
Right.
or a loved one, someone else within the confine of your house. So it's best if they inside of the house. If you're going to shoot them, if you shoot them out in the yard, you could have some problems like this homeowner, and that's right there in Walker, Louisiana,
Yep.
which is on the outskirts of Baton Rouge. A 17-year-old home invasion suspect was in the house and then was getting out the house and shot in the yard. and the homeowner is charged right here.
Because
Sure,
he was fleeing the scene. He was running away.
Running away, but in the heat of it, do you know that there's not somebody else?
It's easy to judge
right
after
there,
the fact.
after the fact,
Yeah,
you know.
it's easy to
So
judge
anyhow,
after the fact.
it's something to be cautious of. Just because the law defend yourself, be careful of how you administer it, and don't take it from me. Talk to a law officer, talk to your sheriff, your chief of police,
Sure.
your deputies, your policemen, your state police. Talk to someone that has gone to classes and all of that and can help you. Then you might want to check with your personal attorney if you have one. He or she might, I'll say she because my little daughter Megan is studying the law.
right.
So gotta start using that she more often when I'm talking about these lawyers. But anyhow, I'm bringing that up because it would certainly be a disaster to see
Sure.
someone defending himself or felt that he's defending himself and then get charged himself.
As
Then
I
it's
said
costly.
earlier.
Even if you can win the case, it's gonna be a costly, not only
Yeah.
money-wise, but on your brain power and your whole family is concerned, and your
It's
friends.
always a shame when you go from being a victim to being a criminal, and it's just how it is.
How about this? Is time?
Oh, it's getting there.
Lordy.
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham heads to Seattle. That shocked the whole football, not just the Saints.
Is that Billy
but
Graham's son?
Jimmy Graham, he doesn't know
I
much
don't watch
about sports. He
football.
doesn't watch football. But who's Jimmy Graham? Jimmy Graham's probably one of the best Saints players they've ever
Yeah.
had. In 4 years, he's set a real, and he's liked. And one of the gentlemen that is in the selling of clothing and all Saints materials, they hate seeing him
Well,
look
sure,
because
yeah,
he's,
that- yeah,
because
that's
he's
swag.
that's right. He is right there up with the quarterback. So in
Drew Brees.
yes,
yeah, I know
yeah,
that.
yeah, you got that. So anyhow, there's a motive for them doing it. Maybe they know something. I know he was hurt the last 2 years a little bit, so maybe they kind of like our racehorses. When we think they might not go
Yeah,
too
to
much
ship 'em
longer,
off.
we ship them off. We drop them down in a claiming race, and somebody takes them, and then they win a while with them.
So I grab that prayer book right there.
Yes, sir. We'll get the prayer book. Each week, Matt and I ask you to consider attending the church of your choice. And my thought for the day is on this 23rd day of Lent 2015, may I use my tongue to lift up, not tear down, for good, not for evil. Speak good things, and you have nothing to be
That's good.
ashamed of, and you don't have to have a bodyguard or an attorney following you. Like a lot of these people that are on radio and TV today, they have to have an entourage protecting
Yes.
them because they get into so many personal endeavors. We try to bring you nothing but good things here on the Bobby Dupre Show. Thanks for viewing. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.